Welcome back. In this short video, we're going to learn how to change a canvas size. One of the things that we're encountering more and more in the library is the need to take an existing size and change it to a different size. Now, sometimes it's as easy as printing from one size to another on your copier, but in the case of, let's take a real frequent example that we have in our library is 9.5 by 13 versus 10 by 13. So we used 10 by 13 for many years, and now we have a copier that prints on 13 by 19, which of course is 9.5 by 13 doubled. And so now we're wanting to set things more to 9.5 by 13, assuming we don't alter the staff size. So Photoshop is great in the way that I can edit that. Now, just a little bit of background on this. You can just print from Acrobat to your 13 by 19 with 10 by 13 images, but it might, if you're doing a magazine booklet style, sometimes it doesn't know what to do with that and throws your margins off a bit. Now, if you were printing a 10 by 13 image, a 9.5 by 13 image onto, say, 13 by 20, if you had a really old analog machine that did that or something like that, that's less of an issue, especially if you're doing like just single sheet pages front and back. That's just a lot less of a problem because it'll just add extra margin where it needs it if you are printing actual size rather than fit to page. But in the case of 10 by 13 onto a 13 by 19, that can be a little challenging. So what we do is we change the canvas size, and I need to make sure that my image is not too. I'm going to select the V tool, the Move tool. And I need to make sure that I'm not too far over one way or the other. Otherwise, some of my music might get clipped. So I really want to make sure I'm just centered right in the page. And if your scans are good and your originals are good, you probably won't have to adjust that. So you'll just open the page, and we will select. We'll go to Image and Canvas Size. I typically do this using Command-Alt-C, which will have an ill effect on the software I'm using to record this session right now. So we will just use the drop-down menu, which Command-Alt-C or Control-Alt-C on a PC. And you can see here, here is our canvas size. That's different than image size. It's important that we do canvas size. I'm going to change it to 9.5 by 13. I don't need to change the height, and I don't really need to worry about relative because I'm not changing the image. This layer 1, that's going to stay the same. It's just going to clip the side, and it's giving me a warning, and you can of course click don't show this again if you don't want to see that warning. And now you can see, if we look at the bottom left hand corner, my page is now 9.5 by 13, no longer 10 by 13. So that's a very simple way to change canvas sizes. We can also of course make the size bigger. We can go back to 10 by 13, which you can see here. And we could, of course, change the height and the width, not just the width. We could go to 9.5. I notice a fair amount of white space at the top and bottom. So we could go to 9.5 by 12.5 here. And, of course, ignore my warning there. And you can see that actually fits quite nicely. And maybe that's a better size of paper to print this on. The margins are a little more equal. So if you need to change your canvas size, that's how you do it.